There are flowers that may look beautiful and smell amazing. At first glance, they seem to bring good luck. But in reality, they could be quietly draining the wealth and health from your very own home. Hello, I am Master Han. In Feng Shui, flowers are not just decorations. They act as energy conduits within a home. Each type of flower gives off its own unique kind of energy. Some flowers help spread vitality, attract prosperity, and allow positive energy to flow freely. But others carry a heavy and cold energy, which can cause your luck to stall, your work to stagnate, and the overall atmosphere in your home to become increasingly gloomy without any clear reason. In today's video, I am going to point out 4 types of flowers that you should absolutely never grow indoors. Flowers that may seem harmless at first, but over time, they slowly weaken your home's prosperity and life force. If you already have flowers in your home, take a good look, because one of these might already be sitting right there in your living space. Before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on tips to help protect the flow of wealth, peace, and happiness in your home. And do not forget to leave a comment below with this clear affirmation: I choose bright, clean, and abundant energy for my home. The moment you write that, positive energy has already started moving around you. And now let us dive deeper and uncover the 4 types of flowers that may appear beautiful, but are secretly energy drainers, hiding right inside your home. The first one might be blooming in front of your eyes every single day. Number 1, the hydrangea. When people think of hydrangeas, they usually picture a soft and gentle beauty. These rounded clusters of flowers with shades of blue, purple, or pale greenish white add a calm and elegant touch to any space. But in Feng Shui, this very beauty hides a cold, still energy that can be harmful to the flow of good fortune in your home. Hydrangeas belong to the water element. In Feng Shui, water carries yin energy. It represents stillness, coldness, and a downward pull. This flower needs a lot of water to survive, which makes its energy heavy, damp, and slow. When placed inside your living space, especially in areas that require strong yang energy, like the living room, home office, or bedroom, the coldness of its energy starts to spread, weighing down the natural flow of qi in the house. You may notice this clearly. Even when a room is clean and well lit, it still feels heavy, quiet, and uncomfortable. That is a sign of sinking qi. When energy cannot rise or circulate, the tightly rounded shape of hydrangea clusters makes this worse, locking in the energy with no way for it to flow out. In Feng Shui, a perfectly closed circular shape symbolizes a cycle that does not move. In other words, blocked energy. And when energy is blocked, everything in life begins to slow down. A home that displays hydrangeas in common areas may often fall into an energy stagnation state. Work progresses slowly, small problems become bigger, and everything seems to get held back. People living there may feel drained, unmotivated, unable to focus, or quietly sad without knowing why. Many homeowners have shared that arguments and emotional distance increased after placing hydrangeas in the living room. And that is no coincidence. When yang energy is weak, the energy that connects people weakens too. For the elderly and for women, 2 groups especially sensitive to energy changes, hydrangeas have a stronger effect. Their cold energy can hinder healthy circulation, cause sleep troubles, and weigh down the spirit. In Feng Shui, women represent the yin aspect. When there is too much yin in the home, the energetic balance is thrown off, impacting health, emotions, and even financial fortune. In terms of prosperity, hydrangeas are considered a symbol of energy that gathers but does not flow, stagnant energy that fails to create movement. But wealth energy, like a flowing spring, must always move in order to grow. When cold and stillness dominate, wealth cannot rise, leading to slower income, missed opportunities, and luck that slips away. Homeowners may experience a money in, money out situation, or feel like no matter how hard they work, the results never match the effort. Hydrangeas are beautiful, but it is the beauty of stillness, not of vitality. They may be suitable for memorial spaces, places that need quiet and calm, but they do not belong in a home that is meant to be filled with warmth, energy, and growth. Number 2, the lilies are among the most elegant and refined flowers. Their scent is rich and far-reaching, and their soft colors impress anyone who walks into a room. But behind that beauty lies a deeply cold and still energy. If you are unaware and bring lilies into your home, over time, they can weigh down the life force, making your space lose warmth and emotional connection. Lily fragrance is intense and spreads easily, but it also becomes overwhelming quickly. When the scent is too strong, the energy in a room becomes dense, like air with no room to breathe. In energy Feng Shui, when qi cannot move naturally, life force becomes blocked. People living in that space may feel tired, drained, or anxious without knowing why. Lily petals are large, heavy, and tend to droop. That downward curve is a sign of sinking energy. It does not rise or spread. Such flowers make the room feel sunken, thick, and slow. The longer they stay, the more cold and still the energy becomes, like your home is missing the soft light of yang qi. Additionally, in spiritual traditions, lilies often appear in funerals and remembrance ceremonies. Their scent and color evoke a quiet, somber emotion. That same energy, when placed in daily living spaces, can make the atmosphere overly still. People in the home may feel lonely, emotionally distant, or disconnected even while being together. Psychologically, lilies have a clear impact. Their overpowering scent can overstimulate the nervous system, disturb sleep, and affect emotions. Sensitive individuals may feel easily exhausted, struggle to relax, or feel a subtle sadness when around lilies for too long. This drains personal energy, and when personal energy drops, so does the overall fortune of the household. Placing lilies in the bedroom is one of the most common mistakes. Their strong scent disrupts deep, restful sleep. Over time, people may feel sluggish and low in vitality. In the living room, lilies make the energy too still. Guests talk less, conversations feel flat, and the whole vibe turns cold. Number 3, the cyclamen. The cyclamen is a flower that captivates many people with its gentle, delicate beauty. Its thin, soft petals gently bow their heads as if humbly leaning toward the light. But it is exactly that posture, downward-facing petals, a fragile stem, and a shape that leans toward the ground, that makes it a clear symbol of drained energy and sinking qi in Feng Shui. If you observe closely, unlike most flowers that lift themselves toward the sunlight, the cyclamen seems to close in on itself, facing downward toward the earth. This form represents energy that flows downward, like water moving against the natural direction of life. In energy theory, when everything is pointed down, qi cannot rise or spread. Instead of nourishing the space, the energy gets pulled down and becomes heavier and slower. This flower blooms in the cold season, a time when natural energy is already weak, sunlight is limited, and the air feels still. That is why cyclamen tends to absorb a type of energy that is quiet, cold, and light. An energy that does not help uplift the qi, but instead dims the brightness and warmth of the environment. When placed inside the home, especially in the living room or common areas, this flower tends to gradually drain the life force of the space. The atmosphere becomes quiet, heavy, and lacking vitality, as if the energy inside the room has stopped moving altogether. Quite a few people place cyclamen in their workspace or near their safe, thinking that a flower that blooms in the cold symbolizes resilience. But from an energy perspective, the result is the opposite. When placed in a wealth corner, the energy of money gets pulled down. Wealth may come, but quickly slips away. Good luck appears but fades fast. Plans feel hard to complete, motivation drops, and creativity feels blocked. Emotionally, cyclamen can create an environment that easily leads people into a sense of isolation. Those who live around this flower for a long time may start speaking less, sharing less, and the energy of connection within the home slowly fades. This is not superstition. It is simply the result of being in a space filled with sinking qi, which naturally influences how people feel and interact. There is a very subtle insight here. Most people who love cyclamen tend to be quiet, introspective, or going through a low energy phase in life. They choose this flower because it feels gentle and peaceful, but that very stillness actually lowers their energy further. The home, instead of being a place that restores life force, unintentionally becomes a place that holds cold chai, making it harder for the spirit to bounce back. From a Feng Shui perspective, cyclamen is considered a downward drawing flower, the exact opposite of flowers that grow upward, like sunflowers, roses, or orchids. When placed inside the home, it disrupts the natural balance between movement and rest. If there are too many of these flowers, the space can become so still that it reaches a state of dead chai, meaning there is no longer any living energy flowing through the space. Number 4. Baby's breath. Baby's breath is a tiny cloud-like flower often seen in wedding bouquets or elegant decorations. At first glance, it looks pure, delicate, and graceful. But that very delicacy symbolizes scattered energy. Energy that cannot settle, making a space lose stability, balance, and vitality. If you look closely, each baby's breath branch splits into many smaller stems, with tiny flowers spreading in every direction. Energetically, this structure breaks up qi and scatters it outward, with no central point of focus. In Feng Shui, when energy cannot gather, wealth energy also cannot form. Qi is like water. If there is no container, it just flows away, eventually drying up. When baby's breath is displayed in the home, the space may feel light, but also exposed. You may sense that the room never feels truly warm. Even with sunlight, something is missing. That is the sign of scattered energy, chai that does not stay and does not connect with the people living there. Yang qi, the warm, vibrant, prosperous energy, gets pulled outward and diluted into the space. One concern is that baby's breath is often used as dried flowers for long-term decoration. But once something is dried, it no longer holds life. In energy terms, lifeless objects absorb energy without giving any back, like a sponge soaking up vitality and keeping it trapped. That is why dried baby's breath arrangements, when left in the living room, bedroom, or workspace for too long, can make the air feel still, even gloomy. People in that space may feel tired, unfocused, or drained without knowing why. Additionally, because baby's breath is usually white or light pink, it creates a hazy, distant feeling. These colors are suited for ceremonies or weddings, places of transition and temporary emotion, but not for permanent living spaces that require warmth, strength, and emotional connection. Many people believe baby's breath represents eternal love because of its role in wedding flowers, but that meaning is symbolic only. Energetically, it actually represents dispersion and disconnection, beautiful but fleeting. So when you bring it into your home, it no longer symbolizes lasting bonds, but instead may lead to weaker relationships and scattered energy. If you realize that one of the flowers we just talked about is present in your home, do not worry. Every space has the ability to recover, as long as you know how to help the energy flow breathe again. Cleansing the energy in your home is not complicated. In fact, it is a gentle process that simply requires your attention and intention. First, take the flower pot and move it outdoors. It could be to your front yard, a sunny balcony, your porch, or even just next to an open window where there is plenty of sunlight and fresh air flowing through. The moment you bring the flower outside, the cold, dense energy it carries will no longer be held inside your living space, and your home can begin to breathe again. Sunlight, as you may know, is the most powerful source of young energy. It brings warmth, brightness, and vitality, helping to neutralize and dissolve stagnant qi that tends to collect in the darker, quieter corners of your home over time. After the flower has been moved out, it is important to cleanse the area where it once sat. Use a cloth soaked in salt water or diluted ginger water to wipe down the space thoroughly. Salt water is known for its ability to purify and absorb heavy or negative energy that may have settled there. Meanwhile, ginger water not only carries a naturally warm fragrance, but it also helps to gently awaken blocked yin energy, encouraging it to rise and move freely again. As you clean, do it slowly and with presence. Imagine you are not just wiping away dust. You are clearing away a thin, invisible layer of fog that has quietly dulled your living environment. Many people have shared that after doing this, they notice the spicy scent of ginger spreading softly through the air. And in just a few moments, the atmosphere in the room begins to feel noticeably lighter, fresher, and brighter, as if a subtle shift has taken place in the energy of the entire space. Next, open all windows and doors, allowing fresh air and sunlight to flow freely through the home for at least 2 hours. Wind is the breath of a home, and light is its spirit. When both move through every corner, old and stagnant energy is swept away, making room for new chai, fresh, clean, and full of life. You will feel the difference immediately. It is as if the room has woken up from a long sleep. After refreshing the air, you should place an object that carries strong yang energy in the area you just cleansed. These items are not just for decoration. They help maintain the flow of new energy and keep it from fading. You can choose a brass wind chime. When the wind blows, the sound resonates throughout the space, waking up the life force within. A yellow quartz crystal sphere, symbolizing warmth, stability, and abundance. Quartz crystals are excellent at absorbing negative energy and spreading yang energy. Or a brass gourd, a traditional Feng Shui item that represents health, luck, and vital life energy. When placing these objects, do it with a calm and grateful mindset. You may quietly say, "I welcome new energy into this home. I open my heart to receive brightness, warmth, and prosperity." These positive words are part of the cleansing ritual, because energy begins with the intention of the person performing it. Once you have completed the process, take a few minutes to simply sit in the space you just cleansed. You might notice subtle changes. Your breath feels deeper, your mind more at peace, and the room seems brighter, even if the light has not changed. That is when the life force begins to move again. When your home has been cleansed and new energy begins to flow, it is time to nurture yang energy, the source of wealth and happiness. Here are 4 types of flowers that attract luck, prosperity, and vitality, helping your home stay warm and full of light. Red roses are the first flowers you should have. While they are known as a symbol of love, red roses also carry the energy of life, fire, and passion. When you look at a blooming red rose, you can feel its vitality, a powerful energy that awakens your spirit. In the home, red roses stimulate yang qi, bringing warmth and connection. A vase of red roses in the living room acts like a small flame, keeping love alive in the family, while also supporting success and financial growth. Those who work in business or creative fields should place red roses on their work desks to stay inspired, full of action, and open to new opportunities. Also carrying bright energy, but in a different way, are sunflowers. If red roses are the fire, sunflowers are the sunlight. Every petal reaches upward and faces the light, symbolizing faith and optimism. In Feng Shui, sunflowers are considered a sign of attracting wealth, drawing in good luck, and opening paths for positive outcomes. A vase of sunflowers placed in the living room, near the front door, or in the workplace will brighten up the environment and fill it with cheerful, uplifting energy. The warm presence of sunflowers is like a breeze that brings good fortune, clears away fatigue, and boosts motivation for everything to go smoothly. While roses and sunflowers represent movement, peonies are the image of abundance. For hundreds of years, peonies have symbolized wealth, prosperity, and beauty. Each full bloom, with layers of petals stacked like treasures of nature, creates a sense of richness. When placed in the home, peonies radiate a prosperous energy, representing money, status, and stable careers. A large bouquet of peonies placed in a well-lit space, especially in the southern part of your living room, helps activate wealth chai, attract helpful people, and bring in good fortune. The energy of the peony is that of confidence and elegance, not only enhancing the home's beauty, but also elevating the homeowner's personal energy, making things flow more smoothly and successfully. Lastly, if you are looking for balance and calm, while still maintaining strong financial energy, choose the clivia flower, also known as the bush lily. This is the flower of inner strength. It is not showy, but it is elegant. Not loud, but it is resilient. Clivia gives off a steady energy that gathers and holds Shui, bringing harmony to the space. A healthy green clivia plant placed in your living room or workspace brings a sense of peace, calming the mind, sharpening focus, and supporting steady progress. This flower also carries noble energy, helping you meet the right people, receive help at the right time, and avoid unnecessary conflicts or troublemakers. These 4 flowers each carry a different energy, but they share one thing in common. They generate strong yang qi, awaken vitality, and nourish your fortune. Red roses help deepen connection. Sunflowers bring light and hope. Peonies open the door to prosperity. And clivia maintains balanced energy, allowing your destiny to grow and thrive. When you choose and care for these flowers with a bright heart, they do not just bloom in a vase. They bloom within the energy of your life. And now you understand why some flowers make a home feel heavy and luck harder to find, while others bring in light, joy, and abundance. Every flower, every color, and every scent is a form of energy. When you know how to choose the right ones, flowers will nurture your qi every single day. Take a look around your space. The plants and flowers you are keeping, what kind of energy are they radiating? Do they bring you peace, or do they quietly bring your energy down? Because sometimes, just by changing a single vase of flowers, the energy in your home shifts, and your own heart shifts with it. Feng Shui is not something mystical. It is the art of understanding nature's energy and living in harmony with it. When you choose your flowers with a clear heart, place them in the light, and care for them with gratitude, they become partners in fortune, helping your life feel lighter, brighter, and luckier each day. If today's message brought you peace and insight, please hit like and subscribe so I can share more powerful Feng Shui lessons and energy wisdom with you every week. Before you go, I invite you to plant a seed of good energy by leaving a comment below, clearly affirming, "I open my heart to receive light, good fortune, and abundance into my life." When you write those words, positive energy has already begun to move around you. Light, warm, and full of life. Remember, where fresh flowers bloom, life energy flows. And where life energy flows, prosperity will always find its way back.